Hey, did you see this? This is why my friend Bobby Burek and others on this Outkick network, this is why we are must-see. This is why everybody must, I think, pay attention to what's going on here. Let me just get into this real quick. I didn't want to get into a whole lot, but Pete Carroll. So Pete Carroll's a longtime football coach, right? Pete Carroll is the cheatingest guy that ran away from all of his sins at USC. And because he won a little bit in Seattle, everybody loves him. He is calling out NFL owners during the league meetings, or he called out NFL owners saying hiring of minority candidates won't improve until, guess what? Owners accept there are candidates out there different than themselves. So, of course, everybody is praising our guy. Everybody is saying, look, oh my God, look at Pete Carroll. Yay, go fight, win. Pete Carroll, yay. All right, you're the best. Pete Carroll, yay. Guess what? Pete Carroll's never had an African-American coordinator. I don't know. I'm reading it right here. Pete Carroll took over as a Seahawks coach in 2010. He's hired 4 offensive coordinators, all are white. I guess he did have black defensive coordinator. All are white. Huh. That's Armando. See, Armando's great. See, we're not beholden. We're not beholden to anybody. That's why I love working at Outkick. We're not sitting there going, well, you know. When I worked at the Big Ten Network one year, I talked about Wisconsin. They were playing Purdue, and I said, man, it's like a heavyweight battle. 2 teams going at it. Guy came in. We don't say heavyweight battle on this network. I go, why? We're trying to get away from that stigma. Oh, okay. At ESPN, man, everybody will jump all over this. You'll see. All the dummies. I didn't turn on ESPN today. I don't turn it on in the mornings anymore. But when I did, I guarantee you, well, you know, Pete Carroll's a great man for calling this out. Oh, yeah, he's right. Yeah, well, what's Pete Carroll's own record? Well, Pete Carroll's own record is, I don't know. NFL assistant, white guy. I'm sure Pete's coming from a good place, but I've never met an NFL owner besides the guy who signs my paycheck, and I'm not even sure he remembers my name. I'd like to network with a bunch of rich guys too, but my understanding is Carroll didn't suggest white guys like me go hang out with these owners because I'm white. Blank that, blank Pete. Guy, you know, the truth of the matter is you do have to step up, really. You do. You really need to step up. So we'll see. You know, but all you got to do in this day and age to everybody but Outkick is just talk, right? Pete Carroll's now a hero, yeah? How many guys, like when I see coaches that cheat like hell, I always think they're the biggest users of players, black or white. I always think that's what they do. First, they're insecure. They can't go get it done on their own, so they got to cheat. Nobody cheated more than Pete Carroll at USC, which means in my world, and I know guys are going to say, I love Coach Carroll. But Pete Carroll doesn't have any integrity. Pete Carroll just a guy everybody likes. And that's all you got to be in this day and age. Just be a guy everybody likes, man. Everybody likes you. You can say whatever you want. I'm glad Armando Segura on the Outkick Network called him out. But I guarantee you very few do. ESPN's not. This is right up the alley, man. Jalen and all, they can get on there and they can lie. They can say whatever they want. Guy says, but now we're going to get all these coaches together with all these owners like Pete wants and have a mixer. Hey, man, if I'm an owner of an NFL team, I'm hiring y'all to hire the right guys. And if you don't hire the right guys, I'm going to fire your ass. And if I got to fire your ass, then that means you got 2 options. You can either file a lawsuit or you can go find another job. I don't give a damn. But if I'm an NFL owner, and remember this, NFL owners don't get to be NFL owners by being stupid. NFL owners make stupid decisions and certainly have said stupid things, but they don't get there by being stupid. They just don't. Jimmy Irsay is the king of just emotion and passion and saying stupid things. He can't help himself, but he ain't stupid. He ain't a dummy. None of them are. So anyway, that fits. What Pete Carroll did fits so perfectly with where the world is at. White dude hanging on to his job, obviously has trouble in his own locker room, as we saw by Russell Wilson getting the hell out of there. How can I get my locker room back? Well, my locker room is mostly African American. Okay, let me go out and do this. Let me grandstand a little bit. Now, I know some of you are going to say you don't know Pete Carroll. I know Pete Carroll. I've never met Pete Carroll, but I know Pete Carroll. Like, I'm a savant when it comes to these things. I know exactly who Pete Carroll is. I know exactly. Never heard Pete Carroll talking like this when he was riding high, did you? Did you? No. Never heard Russell Wilson is out in the Netherlands. It's almost Canada, people said, when they were riding high, did you? No. What happens with coaches when they are not as successful, maybe when they lose, is they got to find something. They got to find something. Hell, I went through it. And what is that something? Well, in this day and age, for a white dude, it's the grandstand about race. You know when you go to the owners' meeting, and you know when you tell owners whatever it is Pete Carroll told the owners, all right? Guess what's going to happen? Somebody's going to leak it, probably Pete Carroll. I would guess. Pete Carroll got to Schefter and said, hey, look, this is what happened. Because somehow it gets leaked. I mean, somehow it's out there. Did it come from an owner? Hey, maybe. You think any owners want it out there saying, hey, Pete Carroll ripped us? I don't think it came from the owner.